Hey there. Although I am involved with CADAC, the Center of ADHD Awareness Canada, the views and opinions expressed in this episode are those of the participants and do not reflect those of CADAC. And now, cue the music.
This is the Impulsive Thinker Podcast, a show for high-achieving ADHD entrepreneurs. Together, we will inform and educate you about how to improve your self-awareness while developing systems, routines, and habits for conquering the entrepreneurial world. Here is your host, Andre Brisson.
Hey there. Thanks for listening. This is Andre with the Impulsive Thinker Podcast with another short. This episode is brought to you by CADAC, the Center of ADHD Awareness Canada. You can get more information from CADAC at www.caddac.ca. This past week, you heard I was talking with Dan Sullivan, the co-founder and president of Strategic Coach, who's also my entrepreneurial coach, and I've been in the program there for a long time. On Monday, we talked about his story before he was diagnosed at 66 and how he actually ended up creating Strategic Coach to create an environment and a structure to manage and harness his ADHD, ADD as he likes to call it, and how it really is able for him to focus and be able to work in his unique ability. A concept that they have is about what you do best and what you can do every day, all day, and not get tired of it because that is your unique value to the world. Last week I had, last week at the time of recording, I had a workshop with Dan. And a couple days later, we were talking in the cafe there, and his insight that he said he never thought of was about his unique ability is actually listening to people, and he really enjoys listening to people. And he realized on this past episode that when he listens to someone telling a story that's interesting and intriguing and that they can both learn from, he's able to hyper-focus and nothing can detract him from it. He's able to focus just on that person, on the story. And that was an insight for him that he had never realized before till the podcast. And then Wednesday and in the cafe, we were talking some more, and he asked me he was wondering if hyperfocus and unique ability are tied. Basically saying, if you're able to do exactly what you love to do and what you're great at and you enjoy to do all the time, you should automatically, the question is, can you automatically fall into hyperfocus? And my immediate answer was yes. Everything I've learned since my diagnosis, the intensive research I've done, talking to professionals, paying other consultants so I can poke their ears and bug them and learn more. And that's the foundation of my ADHD transformation journey. What it is to harness your brain, understand your brain, understand your ADHD strengths, and then understand your non-ADHD strengths. And the whole point of that is for you to work at what you do best and what you like to do and get rid of the rest. What I've seen, as long as I can stay within what I do best and what I really enjoy, it doesn't take an effort to focus and keep attention because I'm enjoying it and off we go. And I also found that it doesn't necessarily have to be extremely interesting or highly challenging or extremely urgent. As long as I'm within that realm of work, I can do it all day and it's engaging and fun. So what Dan's question, which was very on point, if he stays in his unique ability, or if anyone with ADHD or ADD stays within their unique ability, it's easy to stay in hyperfocus and to enjoy yourself and not be distracted. And that's very important for everyone to understand. And like to Dan's point, that's what we need to do as ADHD entrepreneurs. Just even as an entrepreneur itself, just stay in our lane because it makes life a lot easier, makes work a lot more fun, and makes everyone around you enjoy your presence. Because I know when I do a lot of stuff I don't like to do, I actually get pissier, I get upset, I get frustrated, and I get put onto other people. And that's stuff I should delegate, or I should find other people to do. Either I contract it out or find someone hired to do it. And to talk a little more about the unique ability. Unique ability is a foundational concept at Strategic Coach. And they are all registered trademarks of Strategic Coach Limited. But ultimately, it's understanding yourself, your strengths, your abilities, identifying the tasks that you'd like to do, and stay there. Like for me, I enjoy learning and reading about complex information and simplifying it out for everyone else. I'm really great at that. I solve the impossible. I solve a lot of problems other people give up on because I can see holes and patterns that no one else could. I love those scenarios. I can do that any day, every day, 24/7. The thing I don't like once the solution is found is finishing off the paperwork. That's why I've got a team to do that. So you, the listener, do you quite understand what you're great at? That's one thing that everyone uniquely sees you as valuable and that you enjoy to do all the time. Do you understand the strengths, your abilities on how to do work, what work to do, and why you do the work? Those are all important keys. And that's the stuff I like to work with people, is to understand that. How do you work? What do you like to work on? Why do you do things the way you do? And putting all that together with the ADHD transformation journey is very important, because if I can help you get there, I've helped a lot of people do that. I have help a lot of people understand themselves better. And what I'd like you to do right now is, can you write down, I bet you can write down 10 tasks that you despise doing. Write those down. Why are you doing them? Can you delegate those? Now write the stuff that you like to do and you can do every day. Or even better, just write everything you do in a day and identify what you don't like, what you do like, and what you really, really love to do. And then hone in on those. And if you can get into the Colby, the Print, the Clifton Strengths, those are all massive, applicable, actionable assessments that can help you structure your environment, the work around you, and the people, right? Hire your weaknesses. Don't strengthen them. Hire your weaknesses. I'm a hypocrite. I'm starting to do that again. And it's a very one, especially, if you were like me, head down, ass up, just doing everything. I did everything, especially if you did a startup. You do everything. It's a bad habit to break, but you need to break it for you to continue to be happy. If you can just go to work and just do the stuff that you love to do, you get to go home. You still have a lot of mental capacity available and happiness to share with your family. And you don't have to work 16, 18-hour days, 7 days a week. It's doable. It's a selfish way of thinking, but it's the only way to do it for you to protect yourself, to take care of yourself, not to have ADHD burnout, ADHD overwhelm, and then having your ADHD emotional dysregulation affecting a bunch of other stuff. So I think Dan's realization on this past Monday's episode was really profound about understanding when he's working in his unique ability, he's able to hyper-focus with little distraction. And then the follow-up conversation after the workshop with him, a few weeks after the recording of last week's episode or last Monday's episode, realizing that hyper-focus and unique ability are tied. And I know that. I've proven it to myself and to some other people. Understand what you do well, do best. Structure your company around you to support you and to protect you. Create the environment. Select the people around you. Then you can be in your unique ability, in your zone of genius, your most valuable asset to the world all the time. Enjoy the work, and then and just realize you can work, build a company with calm, and there are roses to smell. I'd like to hear from you. If you share with me what you think you do best, I'd like to hear what you believe is your unique ability, and it won't be far off. I guarantee you it'll be some. It's going to make sense to me. You can send it to me at questions@theimpulsivethinker.com, or you can reply to it to the weekly newsletter that you get. I'd really be intrigued to hear what you have there. Thanks again for listening. This is Andre with another short for the Impulsive Thinker podcast. Thanks again for listening. Please share episodes with people you think might find this of value. Share it with 2-3 friends. Please leave me a comment and a rating. It'd be greatly appreciated to get this out to other people. I know this is helping people, and I want to help more. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for listening to the Impulsive Thinker podcast. If you have a question, comment, or suggestion for the show, please visit theimpulsivethinker.com. The Impulsive Thinker podcast is produced by Tactical Breakthroughs and hosted by Andre Brisson. Remember, ADHD is only a part of you, not all of you.